It's been a bit of a slow start for the season for them so far, but it's still very early and a lot of games to be played.
You know, at the start of every season, everybody thinks they're going to be playing for a championship, or at least that's what they say. But that optimism can really come into cold reality when you start as slowly as they have.
And they haven't done much to turn it around. I mean, they may have really liked their plan coming into the season, but they can only stick with it for so long. Eventually, they're going to have to come up with a plan B.
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for the Celtics, Sullinger and Zeller are the duo down low. Hood out there with Thomas. And it's Crowder in at the 3 spot. Here's Moon. Can't finish the one-handed jam. And so it's Boston with it. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And if there's one aspect of the game that really stood out for me, it was the rebounding. Basketball's about possessions, and you saw a noticeable difference in terms of the effort both teams were putting forth.
Simply got outworked under the boards, guys. I mean, that's the no-brainer of the deal. I mean, they got pushed around all game long.
That's his first personal foul.
The Cavaliers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
Anderson Varejao hits them both. Here's Hood. 12 points his last outing. Kicks it to Thomas. And the pass to Hood. Dishes to Thomas. 6 to shoot. From deep. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Let's send it out to DB, who caught up with head coach Brad Stevens. Doris?
Well, I asked him what strategy they were going to use at the offensive end, and he told me that they did not want to have to rely on their perimeter game. Instead, he plans to exploit what he described as a mismatch on the interior, saying, quote, "We have the talent inside to make things very difficult on them. We're going to use it." Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. Pass to Zeller. Back to Thomas. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And both free throws good for Thomas.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And here is Irving. He's coming off a 16-point game against Brooklyn. A wide open look for Love. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And Zeller kicks to Hood. 14 feet away. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
On the wing, Irving. He's guarded by Thomas. Irving kicks to Varejao. Now the dish to Moon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Love. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
Celtics trail by 4. Outside Thomas. Sullinger the screen. Thomas goes in. Puts up the baby hook. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Boston shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. That free throw good from Sullinger. Here's Irving. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Pass to Moon. Sullinger against Love. Outside Irving. Another shot. Love, no good.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Thomas, no luck.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And he gets it to go. Irving's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Thomas. Zeller setting the pick for Thomas. And it's off the back rim, no good.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And Moon kicks to Irving. Misses the three.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Thomas with the ball. He's covered by Moon. Thomas dishes to Zeller. And it's Irving with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Moon with it. Turned in an outstanding game against Brooklyn. The feed to Irving. Launches it. That's good. Irving's got 7 points.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Celtics trail by 6. Zeller, a screen on Irving. Sullinger, the screen. Thomas goes in. That doesn't go either for Thomas.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Now Moon. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. He was all alone on that one.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Thomas. Sullinger passes to Zeller. Shot to end this cold run. Second shot opportunity. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
And checking out some numbers for Irving. Last season, he played outstanding. First in three-point field goal percentage, 4th in scoring, and he was always working to get a good look.
And you're right. Not only did he dial it up from deep all year, he did it with tremendous consistency.
Thompson, he's checked in for Anderson Varejao. Hood kicks to Thomas. Nice ball movement by Boston. Out to the right wing. Now here's Crowder. He's covered closely. Down low. 4 on the clock. A nice shot by Zeller.
Yes,
So it's the Cavaliers now. They have a 9-point lead. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
Added incentive in a game like this. I mean, they've got to be ready to rise up to that challenge.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. J.R. Smith's checked in for Anthony Morrow. So he comes up empty, missing both.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
Here's McLeod. Lays it up and banks it in. Here's Moon. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. On the wing, Irving. It's a pick by Love. Smith outside. He kicks to Moon. Uncovered. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Crowder. 20 points for him last game against Orlando. Shot clock at 5, and there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Aldridge comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Irving. Out to Shumpert. He dishes it to Smith. The screen from Thompson. Smith drives in. Thompson sets the pick for Shumpert. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
McLeod passes to Lee. Inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. He has 6.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition. And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
And Boston has possession. The Cavaliers making the shot. Misses the layup.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, I mean, deterred them from those playing.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Celtics trail by 9. Picked by Lee. McLeod passes to Lee. Tries again. Adams' shot is good. Adams has got his first 2 points of the night.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Moon with it. It's hauled in by Adams. Gallinari against Smith. Gallinari dishes to Bradley. Shumpert with some nice D. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Thompson, a screen on Gallinari. The drive by Smith. A picture-perfect screen play, and the jumper's good. Smith's got his first points of the game. Feeds it to Gallinari. Lee sets a screen for Gallinari, and J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his first foul. With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. The Cavaliers, number 1.
Yeah, number 1 in the league in terms of points per game a season ago. They play as a team, just really unselfish in terms of their brand of basketball.
Gallinari wide open, drains it from beyond the arc. Gallinari's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the Cleveland's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Now Moon.
Move the ball and stick it too much.
1:56 left in the first quarter of the game. He feeds it to Smith for 3. That's good. Smith's got his second bucket of the night.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2.
That's his first personal foul.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Cavaliers.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Celtics trail by 9. Here's Gallinari. Shumpert with some nice D.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Here's Moon. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe. 1:22 left to play in the first quarter. And Gallinari kicks to Adams. Bradley passes to Gallinari. It's taken away by Smith. And here we go. Shumpert heading to the hoop.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Here's Bradley after the made shot from Amon Shumpert. Passes it to McLeod. Just 5 on the clock. And the shot is good. 8 points for him.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first.
Move the ball. Sticking too much.
Here's Moon. 6 points for him. Right at the free throw line. Rebound Boston. Bradley passes to McLeod. Out to the right wing. Here's Gallinari. Right through the D for the layup. Gallinari's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Celtics. Wow. And that does it for the first quarter. Cleveland ahead, up by 9. And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the young.
So, like the youngest of there has.
Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, got him outside of himself and toughened him up a little bit. No question about that. Wow, 18, that's mind-boggling.
That is amazing.
Yep.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
Love and Verjao are up front. Kyrie Irving is out there with Q. And it's Smith in at the 3. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nets really lit it up.
Okie doke. Have fun. Yep. Good.
At 27 points and also got the ball moving around to get his teammates involved as well. Performances like this is a big reason why they've been so strong to start the season.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
From 10 feet out, here's Verjao, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Thomas goes in, kicks it to Crowder. To the inside, Sullinger. Zeller dishes to Hood. And he's way off from outside.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
Changing me.
Irving against Thomas. And the pass to Zeller. Dishes it to Hood. Back to Zeller. Now here's Crowder, covered by Smith. No luck, and it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off?
With your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. He made it look easy that time.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, guys. Well, Brad Stevens had some advice for the team over that last break. Offensively, he'd like to see them get the ball into the post as often as possible. That's where he thinks their biggest advantage lies. He also wants to see a patient offense. Work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. Guys, they've got a decent hole to dig themselves out of, but still a lot of time left to do it. We'll see if those adjustments help.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Hood. He's covered by Moon. Here's Hood. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the
release on that triple there because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. And that shot is being blocked. You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities